Hi, True Crew. How you doing? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos if it is something that you find helpful in life. I would say follow social media, but I'm not really messing with that right now. Detoxing from all that stuff. Deactivated the accounts and everything. Um, but coming at you today with a quick video on restarting my fitness and health journey, right? My health and fitness journey, because I've been slacking hardcore, right? There's been a lot going on in my life. I've gotten married. My wife's pregnant. We got a house. Uh, Work's crazy because I personal trainer part time, and I've got my full time job. My boss, it's a restaurant. My old landscaping boss. I've had a restaurant for 10 years. He just opened a new one. So now I'm doing all of that. Then I'm going to have a baby coming. Um, I lost one of my big clients. So now I'm getting a little more time back in the morning anyways for me to hopefully regroup and regain that time and be able to use it for a more beneficial purpose. With the house, I'm trying to do a lot of housework now. We definitely didn't buy the tip top pimped out house all updated, so I'm trying to do those things on the side, and it's just a struggle. My wife's pregnant. You know how cravings go. My wife don't eat leftovers now. Things are getting crazy. I'm working at the restaurant, so I'm eating all that food too much. And in reality, I was leaner and meaner, not really buff, but leaner and meaner and in really great shape. The last 2 years I did a Spartan trifecta, all 3 races in 1 year. I did a half Ironman. So I was doing a lot of exercising, and then now I'm just like nothing, right? I put on more weight. I'm up in the 190s now. I never thought 5 years ago I would ever be at 190 again, but life happens, right? So I'm trying to restart my journey. And then when I was training at a gym, I ended up hurting my back, deadlifting. And I've still just been dealing with sciatica pain, like a lot in my hips. So it's like, what approach do I want to take? My wife's going to be having the baby the beginning of the year. So she's going to want to get back into shape. So it's like, I'm not trying to go full bore right now, but I'm trying to figure out something that I can do, small little changes that I could do. You could probably do at home to get to where you need to be. And when it comes down to it, it's, very simple. It comes down to the things that I learned while becoming a certified personal trainer on, the different steps that it takes to truly get into shape in a safe way that a lot of people don't think of. So for me, number one thing I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to be on point with my diet. Even though I work at a restaurant, I take my food to work every day now. I take all my meals to work. I'm trying to drink more water. My wife, when she became pregnant, I told her she's not a big drinker anyways, but when she decided she was going to stop drinking, I told her, you know what, I'm going to stop drinking as well. Because for a while there too, I was sober for a year and a half, 2 years, and then I started drinking more. So then I got to a point now to where I told her I'm at least going to stop drinking as long as you can't drink because you're pregnant. And since that time, it's been 4.5 months. I've had 3 beers, and all of them were with her dad. One was for Father's Day. I had 2 beers with her dad when we went out to eat, and then the other time we just went out to eat and I had 1 beer with her dad. So I've literally had 3 beers in 4.5 months. No. But so first one is, like cutting out those negative calories. That's something liquid calories. That's something very simple that you can do at home, right? If you're trying to get back on this journey or you're just starting the journey. Next for me is I've got a lot of chronic pain. Like it got to the point to where I was thinking I might have fibromyalgia. Like everyone always says, just like weird random ghost pains in your muscle throughout your body. I was feeling that too, so I'm trying to get back into stretching. Because when I was at my tip-top shape, like I stretched for 10 minutes after every workout. And I got to the point to where I didn't care and I just leave the gym and I'm done. But I used to stretch 10, 15 minutes every single day when I worked out 6 days a week. So I'm trying to do that again. Small steps. I'm trying to clean up my diet and I'm trying to stretch. Because once I go and I start hitting it hard, I want to make sure that my body is pain-free. So I'm working on that. Next, I'm going to be adding core stability and mobility exercises, right? almost the equivalent of like physical therapy type stuff. Strengthening the rotator cuff, standing on one leg, balances, things like that, sit-ups, rotational movements. And then from there, I'm going to go into body weight exercises. So I'm going to slowly progress into all these things. And then for now, cardio-wise, man, I'm just trying to get the dog out and take the dog for a bunch of walks, trying to hit like my 10,000 steps a day, trying to make sure that I hit 10,000 steps a day. That's a big one. So, I mean, right now, restarting my fitness journey, this is what I'm doing. I'm jumping back many steps. And I think in the long run, it's going to be great because, like I told my wife, we're going to be having a child now, and we need to make sure that we are healthy, not just for us to be pain free and this and that, but so that we can go out and play with our child and be around as long as possible to hopefully see grandchildren, right? So once again, it's trying to take a deep look within myself and understand that I've done it before. I mean, at my lightest, I've been 155 when I was vegan. 155, I was at the best best shape that I had ever been in when I was playing hockey with friends. Like, I had a buddy whose dad used to come to our games and just said, "I love watching Russell play." Like, he didn't even acknowledge his own son. He's like, "I come because I like watching Russell play. He's, tip-top shape." I mean, but once again, I was working out 6 days a week, a lot of high intensity interval training, and just nonstop. I could skate. We were playing roller hockey, so the games were 2 25-minute periods. I could skate for the whole 50 minutes. I never had to do a line change. So for me, when people didn't show up, I loved that because I could just skate the whole time. Like, all I did was play. Everyone else was out of shape, still partying, smoking, all that, and they would have to get off, and they're like, "We can't go. Stay on the floor." It's like, cool. So at 50 minutes, I'd be playing 35, 40 minutes a game, and maybe even more, never getting off the floor. And sometimes it just came down to it. They were just like, "Just stay. Like, you're the only one doing stuff out there," and that's because I was in tip-top shape. And then same thing for my half Ironman that I did. I did the half Ironman and the Spartan Trifecta, and when I was training for the Spartan Trifecta, I did the Beast here in Colorado in Breckenridge the year before with some friends, and then this year I did it with my wife, and we actually did better. And it could have been a little bit shorter of a race, but my time was better this year running it with my wife than it was running it with my friends. But that's because I was waiting a lot for my friends. I was waiting for my wife as well, but my wife was doing some of the Ironman training with me. She was biking with me. She was running with me. So she was in good shape too. But I felt like at the end of that beast, I was like, I could have easily done a Ultra Beast. Like, I crossed that finish line. My wife was a little beat up, but I crossed that finish line. Like, I was just like, dang, I feel good. At that time, I was at least 185, still not where I wanted to be. But right now, I'm 194. It's like, geez, man, this is a little ridiculous. So, that's my start. That's what I'm going to start doing to, regain my health and fitness. And that's something, maybe that, going to the gym 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 1 day a week is too much for you. So hopefully you will join this journey with me, and it's something that we can do together. And I'll slowly start doing, updates on how it's going for myself, and we'll just kind of see what happens. I'm still not perfect. I'm still probably only stretching twice a week. I still eat every once in a while at the restaurant, not like I used to, but definitely we'll see how it goes, So once again, thank you for tuning in. I hope this helps. I hope it gives you small tidbits of information that you yourself can use to get back on track. Because once again, even as personal trainers, even as anything, people stumble and fall in life sometimes. Life just gets the best of you. And hopefully this can help you get on track. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.